Hello everyone, my name is Abigail, and today I'm going to introduce you to my online resource which is called quill.org. So what if there was a free online tool that could help students strengthen grammar and writing skills with real-time feedback? That's what Quill does. It's a research-backed platform designed to improve student writing through targeted interactive activities. Our goal for today is to create an account for your students, for you to do some research on Quill to see if it will be a valuable resource to integrate into your classrooms. So I'm going to show you how to set up your account. I'm going to show you how to assign a diagnostic for your students to gauge their writing skills and their grammar skills, and to give you a student view of what your students are going to see when they use quill.org. So to begin, we're going to go to the right corner right here and press sign up. Whenever you sign up, you'll be prompted with several different areas to create your account: student, teacher, administrator, or parent. For your research and for your classroom, you will choose K through 12 teacher. I already have an account, so I'll press login at the bottom so that you can view my dashboard. I'll log in with Google since my account was previously made through Google. Alright, and this is what our dashboard will look like. To give you a brief overview and some housekeeping things before we get started, make sure in your search bar at the top it says quill.org. If you go to quill.com, it takes you to a website for office supplies, so that's not the correct website. We need to make sure that we're on quill.org. Alright, so what is Quill? Quill is a free online platform that helps students in grades 1 through 12 develop grammar, writing, and proofreading skills. It's designed to be interactive, data-driven, and align with ELA standards. It's developed based on educational research and writing pedagogy, and it touches on topics that may not be covered in the Louisiana ELA guidebooks, or it may not be covered in your curriculum, so it kind of hones in on those skills that students may need to be successful. Alright, now that we've already created our account, we're going to create a class. So we're going to go to the Manage Classes tab. In the Manage Classes tab, this is where you will create your first classroom. There's an option to import from Google Classroom. If you have an existing Google Classroom, your students' information can just be pulled from there, but we're going to manually create a class. Our class name, we will choose Practice NSU since we are practicing with each other. And we're going to choose grade 7. That is the grade that I teach. And notice here that they provide you with a class code. This class code may look like funny words that are put together, but this class code is how I use Quill in my classroom, how I bring my kids into Quill. You can put it on your whiteboard, you can put it in your Google Classroom. If a student comes into your class late in the year, or if a student logs on to a new device and forgets their login code, they can use this class code to join your class manually. That way you don't have to input their information. It also gives you an option, if you don't want to use the class code, that students can create their own accounts, or you can create an account for students. It also gives you a downloadable PDF that you can print out. You can put it with your beginning of the year paperwork or on your Google Classroom. That gives parents an idea of how to log into Quill, and they can create those student accounts at home to practice. Alright, now our first classroom is complete. If you press this drop down arrow here, once your students sign in, you'll be able to see them. The next thing we're going to do, now that we have created the classroom, is assign them an activity. When you go to the Assign Activities tab, you will see that there are many different assignments. You can do world history, you can do AI knowledge activities. There's built-in activity packs, but the one that we're going to focus on today at the beginning of this Quill journey is going to be the writing diagnostic. Alright, so whenever we get into the diagnostic tab, once you go to general, this is just the overall view of your grade level student diagnostic and what they need to know to be successful. So examples are plural nouns, possessive nouns, capitalization. This diagnostic sets a pre-built list of skills for them to hone in on, And once they take this diagnostic, it gives you a snapshot of what your students know or what your students may need help on in the future. They also offer diagnostics for EL students, and the College Board also offers diagnostics for writing skills for advanced high school students and AP classes. But we are going to focus on the general diagnostic. We'll press select. It gives you a preset name for your diagnostic. You can change the name if you'd like. Then we'll see that our activity is ready to be assigned. The published date we can choose to be right away. The due date we choose. So we'll choose today's date, which is June 30th. And you choose the class that you would like to assign this activity to. We'll assign it to Practice NSU. Once we've made sure our information is correct to assign this activity, we will go to Assign Activity Pack at the top. All right, now our activity is assigned. We will press Next and take me back to my dashboard. All right, so we've created our class. We've assigned our students a diagnostic to gauge where they are in their writing journeys. Now we will go to Manage Activities. This is a very unique feature in this resource because you can see the activity that has been assigned, but we can also press this activity and we will be able to see what our students see. So in this baseline diagnostic, it tells the students what is expected of them. They're about to answer 16 questions on writing sentences. Some of the questions you may be about things you haven't learned yet, and that's okay. This is not a graded assignment. This is just to tell the teacher what it is that student may need. So we'll press Begin. What Quill does is give them sentences that are incorrect, and the students have the opportunity to correct them on their own. For example, the student would read the sentence, "The athlete goal is to win medal at all of her competition this season." They will take the bolded words and retype them on their computer how they think they are correct. The athlete's goal is to win medals at all of her competitions this season. They press Submit and it takes them to the next question. As you can see on the side here, these are all the questions that they will be asked. And once they are done, they will submit the assignment and it will go to your View Reports. It gives them an activity summary. It'll either give a red flag, an orange puzzle, or a green flag to show how they are progressing with these skills and what they may need some more assistance with. So that is where we are with Quill.org. We've created a classroom, we've assigned students a diagnostic, and in our next visit with Quill.org, we will look at a student report that has been completed and go from there. So thank you so much for letting me present this to you. I appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or reach out to me and I'll be happy to discuss Quill.org with you. And I hope that this is a resource that's valuable for your students as much as it has been a valuable tool for my classroom. So thank you so much. I wish you continued success and see you next time.